Hey there YouTube, Logan with Hideaway Homestead coming to you today with a video on gift economies. And I will mention at the beginning of the video, we've got our new addition here to our homestead. We've got little Skoda here. See if we can get her to look at the camera. Looky there, Skoda. So we have a great Pyrenees puppy. She's 3 months old. We are super blessed to have her with us now to grow and to protect the animals and to keep away predators. So we're going to nip all of our predator issues in the bud with little Skoda here. As she grows, she'll be able to take on bigger and bigger predators, and it's going to be a help and a blessing to our livestock, and also to help us consume some of the leftovers and stuff of animals that we process. So it's going to be awesome having her around, and we're super happy. We got her from Nevermore Farms, and that's Stephanie and Alyssa over there on Facebook. You can check out their page. I'll leave a link down in the description and also in the comment section to Nevermore Farms. They gave us her, and we went up and met them up in Tennessee. They're from North Carolina, so we were originally going to drive up there, but they were so kind as to meet us at a halfway point. And this video, I wanted to talk a little bit about, the livestock guardian dog and everything, but I'm going to have more videos on that. I will mention a few things, but I really wanted to make this video about gift economies. So I'll mention a little bit about the dog, just because I know that some people are going to be interested in knowing, what's going on and everything, or you may be interested in getting a Great Pyrenees yourself and may want to have a little bit of info. I'm by no means an expert on dogs, so everything that I say should be taken with a grain of salt. Stephanie and Alyssa have been great about answering any questions that we have, and have told us if there's anything that we need in the future with the dog, they'd be willing to help us. So huge shout out to them, and I will continue to shout out for them in the rest of this video. But little Skoda, she's like I said, a Great Pyrenees, and so they are a dog that has been bred for thousands of years to take care of livestock, and they're also great with children. I don't know if that was one of the things they were specifically bred, or if that was just a byproduct, but they are a wonderful dog. Her temperament is amazing. She's unlike any puppy that I've ever seen. She still is a little, excited, likes to play, but, really just enjoys being around us. I know that this morning I went to talk to my dad, who lives next door, and, we live next door to him because it's his property, but we were talking in the driveway, and she just laid down in between us and just liked being there. And he said, wow, that's amazing that, she'll just lay there and not be trying to jump up on you, which, she does if she wants to get petted, or she does what I learned is called the Pyrenees paw, which she just kind of, does this a lot to get your attention. And her temperament is just amazing. We are going to be feeding her mostly a raw diet, and there's a really good YouTube channel. I'll try to put a link for her in the description as well. Big Dog Mom, I think, is the name of the channel. I started watching some of her stuff on the raw diet. Super informational for anybody who's thinking about doing that. And one of the reasons we want to keep her on the raw diet is because it seems like a very healthy diet, because it's a lot of natural stuff that the dog would eat anyway, and it's also going to have her accustomed to eating some raw stuff, so that way we can feed her stuff like rabbits, and she can eat parts of the ducks and everything that are just a little more tedious for us to process and clean and everything. We can kind of just give it to her, take the bad stuff out, like the guts that we may not want her eating, because you don't want them eating just tons and tons of organs. I do know that about the raw diet. I'm not a real big expert on it either, but too many organs can be a bad thing. If you've got it balanced out with a whole body, like if I were to feed her a whole rabbit, be natural, because that's what she would get anyway if she killed a rabbit. But if you try to just leave all the organ meats and give it to the dog, you're gonna possibly give them some digestional distress. But the sun's going down. I tried to do this at the evening time so that way the sun wouldn't be shining in my eyes or shining in the camera. But I kind of want to just go on singing about the praises of Nevermore Farms and gift economies. I have and am super blessed to have people in homesteading communities, people that are long-term friends of mine, and people from freedom sale groups that I've been able to barter with, that have been very generous with me, given, and that I'm working with right now. It's just a super great blessing to have people that can give and contribute to what you're doing, and also to barter with. I love barter. I think that barter is great when it works out, and just keeping dollars local. I think that those are two great things. But I wanted to focus a little more on gift economy because of the experience that I've had with Nevermore Farms. I'm going to go back and just start with kind of how all this started. So I had my ducks that got attacked and killed, and so I knew I needed a livestock guardian dog. And I had already been talking with the gals over at Nevermore Farms, and I knew that they had puppies, Great Pyrenees puppies. So I talked to Stephanie that morning that it happened, and she was so helpful and said, look, we will get you a puppy. And I said, oh, that's wonderful. They were willing to just give us the puppy, and I said, well, we'll try to come up there. Schedules were kind of rough with work and everything else, so we met at a halfway point, just giving me this dog. That's very generous, very grateful for that. And not only did she give us a dog, but we also got a bunch, and I mean a bunch of eggs. It was like 6 flats. And all of these little herbal remedies. Now, I'm not going to try to pretend that I know everything that each one of these is for, but I'll show y'all just a few here. They're super awesome on the packaging. Let's see here. So this is Rhodey Lee's Remedy, and it's coconut oil, olive oil infused with calendula flower, comfrey leaf, and plantain leaf with beeswax. Proudly made in North Carolina. I'll see if I can't get that in there to where it'll focus. Let me maybe move my big old head out of the way. Sort of focus. It's not really wanting to. But anyway, you can see it's awesome little packaging. We got all of this that they gave us. Just, from the goodness of their heart, gave us all of these, gardener salve, just working wax. It says magic goo. All these little herbal remedies for dogs and humans. We got a couple here, like the bone knit salve that's got the comfrey leaf, coconut oil, olive oil, beeswax. Please go check them out if you're interested in getting some herbal remedies. I can tell you this, that as far as homesteaders goes, I grow a lot of these plants, and we could do another thing, but it's really awesome to just support somebody that does this. I've got my herbalist friends too here locally in Alabama that doing the mushrooms with. Having them around to give us herbal remedies and to trade and everything is super awesome, because you can only do so many things, and it's really awesome to have people that have different skill sets that you can trade and barter with. So check them out, give them a look. And we also got some homemade soap. Absolutely love this. I may do some videos about this in the future. I use soap to wash my hands pretty much. That's me. I have actually been poo-less for, I'd say, 4 years now, maybe 5, going on 5. And if you're not familiar with poo-less, it's pretty much not using soap. You still bathe every day. You're not, trying to be like a nasty mud person and just not take a bath, but you don't put in all the chemical stuff, like as far as the shampoo and stuff that just strips oils from your body. And so I don't use really any soap or deodorant on my body. It's really shocking to people because I don't stink, because I do bathe every day. And if I do get something on me that is like it won't come off with hot water, I do bathe with, you know, or put something on it. So not to say that you would never have a need to use any kind of soap, but like this right here, my wife uses tons of soap. I use soap for my hands and everything, so I love having good natural soaps that are not gonna have all the nasty chemical stuff that a lot of the stuff that you buy at the store does. But anyway, awesome gifts from them. And I wanted to talk about the gift economy. If you're not familiar with what a gift economy is, I know that I'm getting super late into this in the video, but I just really wanted to give them a shout out and express my gratitude. I hope that I don't embarrass them just, you know, bragging on them about the gifts, but I know that in gift economies, really, let's start with what a gift economy is. A gift economy is not communism. It's not like everybody's just giving stuff, like we take from these people and give to these people. It is an economy where everyone's needs are taken care of and they're given things rather than putting a monetary value on something or, you know, trade. I mean, it's just people giving to each other and taking care of each other. It's pretty much what it is. You can look into gift economies. There's a lot of people that talk about it. You can look on the internet and see a lot about gift economies, but that's kind of just basically the rundown. It's willing givers in a society that give and take care of each other. So I think that gift economies is a really awesome thing, and I think it can work in very small groups. And the reason I say that is because the people that are in gift economies need to be givers. They need to be people that are going to give rather than want to take. Like I know when we knew we were going to get Skoda, and I thought, wow, that was just so great that they wanted to give us this puppy, and you know, what a blessing and everything. And not really out of a sense of obligation, but I just said, you know, I need to, you know, I feel like I need to bless in return. And so I got some trees and gave him some trees. I feel like I came out way better on my end because I got the dog, the eggs, and all this cool herbal stuff. But yeah, you know, I felt because, you know, somebody's giving to me, it made me automatically want to give. And so I think that gift economies work really well when you have people who are just givers. Because if you look at what they gave me, like we look at the herbal stuff, we look at the dog, we look at the eggs, we look at the trees that I gave them in return. When you tally all that stuff up, it's several $100s that were exchanged, that, you know, in that transaction. And neither person was giving to say, you know, oh, I'm going to give this so that way I'm owed in the future, or I'm going to trade this, or I need some money. I am, all about building parallel economies and spending real money with people and bartering and everything. I think that is 100% the way you've got to go the majority of the time. But there's a lot of times that gift economies, even in certain situations, work because people who are givers are going to take care of each other. But yeah, you know, if you're interested in homesteading, I think it's really important to look at this as a way to forward our velocity as homesteaders, because you can grow all your food and completely live off grid and everything, but it is a lot of work, and it's really hard to do without a community, and really hard to just make it without people that are going to contribute their skills, talents, and resources with you. So I think it's something that we really need to start looking at. Bartering, buying locally, doing stuff like the gift economy. It's amazing. If you have a business and you're wanting to promote that business, one of the best things you can do for your customers, and this is from Joel Salatin, I'm not going to pretend like I came up with this, but is giving away free product to your loyal customers when you can. And so just like right now, the stuff that I was given, I immediately became an evangelist for Nevermore Farms. One, because they're great people, but also because, you know, I was given free stuff. And so, of course, I'm going to go around and say they're the greatest thing ever. So, you know, with your business, with your homestead communities, be a giver. You know, go in and look at the way that you can bless other people's lives and things that you can do to be an asset, and you will have great success in building community around you. I know it has always resulted in nothing but good things by being a giver and being around givers. I've surrounded myself in my life with givers and am super blessed to have the people that I have in my life. You know, I married a giver. I have a family that are givers, and make friends that are givers. And so it's really awesome to have those people. The only thing that the caveat about like gift economies, if there's anybody who's thinking of trying to start something that's more of a gift economy, I would advise people to be extremely cautious with people, not to pass judgment on certain individuals, but there are people who are takers. And you'll find out real quick who those people are if you're trying to start a group. They're always the ones that need, but never give. And I think that it's really toxic a lot of times in groups to kind of keep tallies on stuff. If people are a little more, or people are a little more ambitious, a little more disagreeable personality, it's probably better to keep it with a monetary or a barter type system. You know, those things work, because there's sometimes that what you have to give is not as valuable as what this person over here has to give, or what I have to give, or vice versa. So do that with cautious. I'm not necessarily promoting that everybody in a homestead community start a gift economy, but it is definitely a viable option for certain people. And the value is immense when you're surrounded by givers. But anyway, I just wanted to take this video to talk about that a little bit. Again, big thanks to Nevermore Farms and all the awesome people that I have that watch the channel. I have a lot of local people that are, good friends and that are in certain homesteading groups and freedom sale groups. I'm just super grateful that each person that's in my life is a giver and a doer. So go out there and find the people that are the givers and the doers and start building the community where you're at. But anyway, super long video. I hope that this was helpful. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. And if you've got any questions or comments, please leave that down below. If you've got any experience with homestead communities that you've had, experiences that you want to share with things that you've done to kind of build that parallel economy with other homesteaders and like-minded folks, leave that down in the comment section. It would be great to hear from y'all. I always enjoy hearing from people on YouTube, just stuff that you're doing. I mean, I read the comments. Sometimes it's just telling me about what you're doing, and the most you'll probably get is "that's awesome," because I think it's awesome. But anyway, please leave that down in the comment section. Always love hearing from anybody watching the videos about that. And if you have not subscribed to the channel and you made it all the way through my rambling, please subscribe, because you will enjoy all the other videos. If you could make it through this one, you will enjoy the rest of them. But I appreciate all y'all watching, and we'll see you in the next one.